Daikaiju Network, where we have a very healthy obsession with kaiju. I'm your co-host, Kenton. With me is your other co-host,
Jason. How's it going, everyone?
And you better acknowledge me. Today we are continuing.
I have some war power, too.
I have to admit, okay, I have that shirt, too. I have to admit, that was really kind of a silly, if not goofy, thing for them to put on there. Like, why didn't they put the glove on him and basically, like, punch powers? You know, it's like something else.
And also, it would have been nice with some of the shirts that they have on there is they could have given you a selection of different colored shirts because they only just had this in white. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of white clothing, whether it's hats or t-shirts, just because they show dirt and sweat so much easier. Yeah. I'm not a fan of white.
True that.
What are we saying here?
That's what you're saying, not me.
But we are continuing our deal with Kamen Rider here. We got to deal with Kamen Rider. And so today we are doing 5. You and I didn't discuss this. We are doing 5 more episodes, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure because we were saying either 5 or 4. I did the math a little bit before we came on. I told Jason, I said, if we continue to do 5 episodes per week, we should be done with this series anywhere between early to mid-April, depending upon like how things go in case there's any hiccups along the way or whatever.
Somewhere in April, just say that.
I would say April, mid-April, roughly. So really that'll be here before we know it, actually. Because when I thought about that, I originally thought, I'm like, oh, we won't get done till like June. And then I started about it. I'm like, no, we'll actually be done in April.
Yeah, it's just right around 3 months away. So
I know that's crazy. I mean,
wow. I was just telling you last week that during that time we were literally 6 months away from G-Fest 29.
I know. I turned 40 this year. Son of a bitch.
Don't worry, I'm getting there too, but just that'll be 2 years away.
But see, up here, I feel like I'm anywhere between the ages of 8 and 16. So, but this feels like I'm 52 or something.
Whatever.
But anyways, enough with my midlife crisis. Let's get on with the podcast here. So before we start, Jason, the usual.
Yeah, if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching us, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And make sure to smash that like button and hit that bell notification to get any notification when we go live or add any new videos onto our video platforms. And you can find everything Daikaiju Network all in one place at our Linktree URL. However, it changed this time for whatever reason. I cannot find the source file to this.
For whatever reason.
It's not Daikaiju Network anymore. It's Goko Kaiju Show, all in one word. And you can find everything.
How did that change already when you actually haven't changed anything?
I decided to change the URL so that no one can try to claim that or anything of the sort. So we're kind of moving at a slow pace. So bear with us when we transitions eventually to Gogo Kaiju Show.
However, so if you missed that announcement, we did it the last episode last week. So go listen to that.
Yes. So otherwise, you can find all of our episodes at our following video platforms over at YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and as well as X/Twitter. And you can find our episodes on the following audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes right on our own website right there at DaikaijuNetwork.com.
All right, so we are doing 5 more episodes of the lovely Kamen Rider show today. A word of just sort of a heads up here. There's going to be some disc changing during this episode. So after the episode we are about ready to cover here in just a moment, Jason's going to have to put in a new disc. And then the episode after the next one, after we do 28, then I got to change a disc. So we're going to have a couple periods in which there will be like a few minutes worth of pause. And then at some point, either after episode 2, when I put in my new disc, or episode 3, we're going to take like a 5-minute bathroom break. And
why don't we just do after the second episode? So then that way you can change out your disc and then you can take a piss.
By that point. So
what's that?
I said, then I'll hurry up and quickly drink my coffee so I have to pee it all out by then.
Good.
All right. So are we kind of getting ready to do it here?
I'm at the 0 mark right now for episode 27.
Okay, let me quickly get there myself. Okay. I keep forgetting I don't have a mute button that works when I pause it on here. All right. So, for the 10 bajillionth and not final time, if you have never joined us for a commentary before, what I do is I count down from 3. I go 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, you hit play, select, start, whatever the button is you use on whatever device you use to watch whatever it is that we're watching in said podcast episode. Again, it's Kamen Rider that we're doing now. All right, so, Jason, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and then put up the screen. So we can see our ugly faces.
It looks like I have that different... yep, I do. I have that different subtitle deal again.
Yeah, mine's still green. But at least this time my video, compared to, I think it was the last episode where it was like really fish eyeballing there.
Yeah.
Now it's just, straight and looks normal. So I don't know what the hell happened to that previous episode.
Kamen, liar, Kamen.
Oh God, now you don't bring that shit
I did that just
again.
for you. I did that just for you. Yeah, what I need to do is I need to go on the internet and search for, what was it, Spectre Man episode 44, because the Spectre Man episode 44 I had, it did not have sound for whatever reason.
Well, I can just give you that one YouTube URL where I was watching a lot of the episodes there.
I might have to do that. I want it where it's got the beginning credits and the end credits. I think
it was. I think the name was Kyodai something.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah, Kyodai.
Yeah. I think they also have the original Kamen Rider on there. I think.
I would just love it if someone like Shop Factory, and I know we've said this before, would actually have an official release of this stuff, because they're bringing out a lot of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
But there's no older ones. So I don't know if the studio that does this is being finicky about rights or
Toei. I think it was Toei that created Kamen Rider.
I thought it was too, but I didn't want to say it in case I was wrong.
Let me see. It's time for another round of you know what.
Research
on Daikaiju Network.
Okay, so it says created by Shotaro Ishinomori and Ishinomori Productions and Toei Company. So yeah, Toei is part of it.
Toei probably was the bigger studio that helped to add any extra talent and budget and then help distribute, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I know.
Sort of like a Warner Brothers, where they work with smaller studios like New Line to help with any budgetary and talent deficiencies and then help distribute.
Well, and then obviously for those that don't know, that Toei is kind of the leader in the animation over there, because they do brands such as One Piece, Dragon Ball, and some other ones out there.
And they produced one of my guiltiest pleasures. And I think you know what that is.
Red Baron.
Oh, no. It's a movie. Come on. I thought you knew this.
What the hell is going on with the video here?
You got a messed up video?
Yeah, it just like curved or whatever.
Huh.
Now it's just slowly going back to normal. I don't know if this was this fucking recorded on a screen or something or what.
I wonder if there's a way I could like burn my discs and give to you, but I don't know if it would appropriately like copy the menus or not. Probably not.
Might not.
But anyways, to the people that are in suspense and yelling at their computer screens or phones, as far as like, what was the movie? The movie in question is Golden Bat.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's been a while, so
I love that movie so much. It's so ridiculously, stupidly entertaining, and I love it so much.
was he giving?
Oh,
him
that's
a
right,
thumbs
because
up?
Antolon or whatever the other names that went by last episode, just it sank in the sand. You and I were like, "Is it dead?"
Yeah.
It didn't blow up like all the other ones.
So he lives.
Well, no, this is a spider dude or something.
Oh, I don't know. They look the same.
Antolon looked more like an ant. This guy's like a spider or wasp or something. Oh,
Spider
centipede. It's a
vampire.
centipede. Mukade, which is centipede.
Zol's still around?
Well, yeah, because he didn't die last episode.
Whatever happened to the shocker leader? Did they just replace him?
I think he was on vacation, and as a result, they had to bring someone in.
Sometimes trying to take over the world can be a pain in the ass, so I need a break for once in a while.
I meant the actor, because he's probably like 91 episodes. Oh boy, I don't think I'll be around for all of them.
Both the actor and the villain.
Yeah. So the actor's probably like, okay, here's the thing. Let's make my character exhausted enough from world domination activities to go on a hiatus for, let's say, 20 episodes, and then I'll come back. And then I'll be bigger and badder than ever. How about that?
Maybe.
Must have gotten that shit from Macy's.
Boy, that kid's so pissed.
Wasn't he in the car with that Mukadaris? Because I think that Mukadaris cast some sort of spell on him because he said something about hypnotism.
Maybe.
We're such good commentators that we have absolutely no idea where we're at in this story.
Well, we just talk a lot, and sometimes we don't even pay attention.
We were doing research for the benefit of this podcast, something that we haven't really done much of over the last 8 to 10 years.
Well, we've done it recently, quite a bit of times. Don't forget that.
Well, not to the extent that we used to. I remember I used to spend hours leading up to a commentary, and then I just kind of stopped.
Me.
Why don't they get turned into cyborgs?
I don't know.
Because they would.
They probably set rules like we won't do that to them unless they reach a certain age, like 18 or something.
They're villains. They don't have rules.
Well, maybe Shocker does, okay?
Then that makes them weak.
Well, we're at the episode 27, and they've been botching shit up so far. So that kind of tells you something.
Well, and a lot of these shows do that. Because again, for the umpteenth time, budgetary and timing restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do Super Robot Red Baron at some point. I missed that show. The last time I saw anything of it was when I finished it up in like August of 2014.
Yeah, I think it's been a while for me as well. I think it might have been around 2016 or something when I last watched it.
I got the sequel to that, but the sequel I got doesn't even have subtitles, so I'm sunk.
I think Kyodai, that YouTube channel, I believe has the sequel of that.
With subtitles?
I don't know. We'd have to check one of these times.
Can you quickly just send me the Kyodai link and I'll take a look here?
Yeah, give me one moment here. I want to find
I dig this suit here. This is actually one of the better ones. It was better than that lizard one or whatever that one was, the first episode we covered last week.
Let me find. Okay. It's the sequel is Super Robot Machbarong. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check here. Where's episode 1? 2 unavailable videos are hidden. What the heck?
Maybe they got flagged or something.
I'm not seeing any subtitles.
That stinks.
Although the one downside to this centipede suit is that his pecker area is kind of a bit slanted there.
Wait a minute. By pecker, are you talking about like man boobs?
Yeah.
Okay, because when you say pecker, I think of something else.
I mean, just look at it. It seems a little slanted.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Red Baron.
No.
I'm like, what I thought you were still looking at that.
No. What the heck?
I'm not too worried.
He's just tearing off his limbs there to use his weapons.
He's a cyborg. He technically should be able to get all that back. Should turn that into a GIF. Mukadera's giving the thumbs up. Mukadera's like. So that Kyodai doesn't have it?
Well, he does have it, but like I said, it doesn't have subtitles.
Yeah, that's basically like mine.
But then also they had 2 episodes that were hidden.
Of course they were. Like, Shop Factory and other companies need to be getting on the ball as far as bringing some of those over.
Well, just any kind of tokusatsu TV shows for that.
Well,
matter.
yeah. I mean, I would. It's like, here's my money, take it. Like, please.
I mean, it's not like with the situation with Ultraman with that. The Chayo Productions from Thailand. where they thought that they had the rights and all that. And I think there was a lot of litigation over the years due to that until they won it a few years ago. Which, with Kamen Rider, I don't even think there was anything like that. Yeah.
I found. I think this episode is.
What?
I think I found episode 9 subtitles.
I can't even hear you.
I think I found episode 1 subtitled.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only this person only put up 1 episode, you jerk. It's like a little tease.
Quit teasing me, you bastard.
And here I'm not paying attention to Kamen Rider, and here I see some new Intercontinental Champion plant monster out, and I'm not paying any attention.
Well, pay attention.
ドル大佐、ジュニアショッカーの破壊活動開始の日はいつだ。特訓の成果は満足すべき状態であります。ショッカー190型自動小銃は24連発で有効射程距離は
This is actually kind of funny watching this mutant instruct him on weapons. Didn't we see this particular villain before? Like he was...
Something's telling me that I think we have.
Like I thought he was within the first like 5 or 6 episodes, something like that. Oh yeah, and then there's that dude again.
Yeah, the piranha guy.
爆破、狙撃、毒物の使用法。いずれもマスターしたジュニアショッカー員たちは
I think the piranha guy there, he was in the earlier episodes.
And then he was back again for at least one other storyline too.
Mm.
気がつく者がいるはずだ。ドル大佐、仮面ライダー。
This guy so badly needs a haircut just to at least kind of keep some of the straggles in line. Looks pretty shaggy.
Yeah, try to get yourself a haircut and add some more to your mustache.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's doing, is cutting a little bit at a time and just adding more of those cut hairs to his mustache.
They probably using like one of those little
Cause like he doesn't have the ability to grow hair around his face there.
He's using his pubes.
Oh no. Colonel Zold, no.
Too late.
だから僕も本当の整いに思ってその思いは書き俺だって同じなんだぜそうだったな俺が悪かった足音は
Shh, do you hear that? There's a mouse.
No, that was just my fart.
All the children are wearing makeup.
I think they have from the very get-go before they got kidnapped.
That kid doesn't care. He's shooting at the window. Didn't even bother to move the rifle in a more appropriate location when he ducked under that coffee table.
Maybe that was his mission. It's just to kill the window.
I hate that window with a vengeance. Yeah, you can. I would kill them if they were trying to kill me. But we're supposed to be a hero. It's like you're killing everybody else. Like, what does it matter? Now all of a sudden you live by a code?
Yeah.
It's like the Joker. No, you're going to have to break your one rule.
Boy, they just hate walls and windows.
They hate boundaries. That was dumb. That was so not exciting. Why would he stand there holding that door shut when they got guns and they could shoot through that and kill him? I don't get that.
Kent, there's an answer to that.
I know.
It's a freaking kid show.
I know. And they're not going to like have him shoot through the door and actually kill the guy because he's the hero and, you know, they'll do violence, but they're not going to go that far.
Although in the first few minutes in that Shin Kamen Rider, there was pure violence.
Oh, I know. I know some people.
And I think in the first episode, they try to go that route. Well, no, it was episode 2.
Yeah. I mean, the first handful of episodes had some decent amounts of violence, but I would argue the Shin Kamen Rider takes it too far.
And speaking
I know there were some people that had an issue with that, and then others that were trying to defend the violence were saying, well, the original Kamen Rider was violent, and I'm like, well, yeah, the first few episodes had some violence, but it still was nowhere near as bad as what you're seeing at the beginning of Shin Kamen Rider.
And speaking of episode 2, I think that was where that Vine guy was from. He was from episode 2.
I remember the Spider-Man. He was one of the first ones, too. In fact, he probably was the first one.
Yeah, he was the very first one. But I think in episode 2 is that Plant Rose guy, that one.
Because I remember, too, there was like the plant guy that I thought came from like a cactus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know there was a cactus guy, but I think that was around when this current Kamen Rider came into play.
That could be.
Due to the original one having some... Uh-oh. I think my DVD player just froze up here.
Did it?
Yep, it did.
You want me to pause?
Yeah. Give me one moment here. Oh, why the heck it froze up like that?
It's all, you know, the funny thing was, even before I came on here with you, I was thinking, man, just about every episode, there's always something. And it happened again.
Well, this time is with the DVD player, but
still, it's always something.
Never had the issue with here.
Is it overheating? Like, is it in a place where it's not, the heat's not dispersing well, or?
I've got it on top of my Mac Mini here, so maybe that could be a thing.
I don't want to be bugged. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, I got it open, but I don't know why it sets the full screen right away as soon as you open the DVD player software. Let's see, is there a way where I can kind of set this on top of that Mac Mini? Because that could be the case. Here, give me one moment here. I want to quickly go upstairs and grab something.
So I don't know. I guess I'll talk to you guys. I don't know what to talk about right now because I was not prepared for this.
Well, I'm briefly gonna be right back in about a minute.
That's too long. I don't have a story.
Okay.
So how many of you out there are going to be watching the Godzilla -1 Color? I'm not. I don't think any of my local theaters are showing it, although I didn't check. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So, you know, any of you out there watching this live, you can comment and I can chat with you live. How many of you are enjoying Kamen Rider right now? I would have to say, and I think I've said this before, I think it's a better show than Spectre Man. So, thank God you're back.
Yeah, I got me one of these oven pads which has a bunch of holes in it, so it should hopefully work.
Good, because I really had nothing of substance to discuss with the audience.
Good, because you had no life. Just kidding.
I wasn't prepared for it.
Okay, so do you know what the marker is?
I got 2112 on my end.
2112, okay. Oop. Just give me a moment here. Oh wait, it went into the previous episode. What the hell? Okay, one moment. Okay, 27. Okay, pause that. So 2147?
2112.
2112, okay.
I just knew you were going to be off. So what was that? 2852?
What is that? 69?
Basically the episode's over.
Is that 69?
Har.
Okay. 20. Oop. There we go. Come on.
It doesn't have to be like exactly spot on.
I'm on 2113.
That's good enough. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. It's always something. You know, we got snazzy graphics and all that stuff, but then all the software and hardware decides to crash.
You know, I've been sort of thinking maybe just do a pre-recording and I can just add all that shit later on.
I've been trying to get you to do that. Because I'm like, you know what? Because there have been times where I've sneezed or screwed up, and I'm like, other than the audio version of the podcast, we can't fix that.
Well, with the pre-recorded, if we do it on here, not only I get the video, but the audio as well. Like 2 different versions.
Well, I know, but see, we're always doing it live, and you have been wanting to do it live, and so I was like, but if we screw up, you know,
it says
you can fix that in the audio, but not the video.
Now it says skipping over damaged area. What the hell?
So your disc is damaged.
Oh, great. Yeah, because it just paused on me.
So it's not your player. There's something with your disc.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know that he does a rider kick. Mukadaris falls and is like, ugh. And then they do a foreground fire, which looks absolutely crappy. And apparently Mukadaris dies that way. The computer in front of Colonel Zoll blows up and he's like, huh? So it was a very bad ending.
Yeah. Wish I could have seen this. Although Kyodai probably had it.
If I were you, like what I'm going to do with that Spectre Man is just download that particular episode or download that whole section of episodes.
Oh, it's like from episode 21 through 27.
Yeah, just download 21 through 27 and then create a whole new disc. Because that's what I did with one of my episodes with one of my discs.
I'm gonna have to write myself a note on that.
So yeah, it was funny. I think you would have enjoyed it. So that stinks. We were. Look at this guy for the next one.
I wish I could have seen it.
He's a mole man. Wow, I thought he was a rock guy. That says something about the costume then. You'll see him. All right.
Jeez.
Well, you got to switch.
At least it was the final episode for Disc 4 for me.
I know. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, maybe. I mean, it's bad enough, but
yeah. But from what I've at least have witnessed on here until my disc just decided to shit out on me.
Yeah.
As far as the story plot, it's a little bit weird. It seems like that recently they've been Shocker have been kidnapping kids and trying to do some, have them to do their bidding and everything. And then with this one, they kidnap a certain amount of kids, manipulate or brainwash them, and give them weapons, which, I mean, they have their luchador type of henchmen or minions there that they could have done this and then just kidnapped someone and just turn them into one of their henchmen. I mean, they've got the Centipedras or whatever his name was on there. Could have done something, but it's a little bit of a weird episode for me. As far as the Centipedras character in suit, I think it's an all right. Although his picker area was a bit slanted that way, so I think it was maybe when it was drawn up before they made the suit, it probably looked pretty badass in a way. But as far as the execution, yeah, I'd say it's about an average appearance in that regard. But overall, it's probably an episode that I don't really care much for. So I probably give this one a D+.
Yeah, that's kind of where, we were about 2/3 of the way through the episode when that guy was holding the door closed or whatever. And I brought up the whole fact that the kid should shoot through that door. Yeah. I realized in that moment, I'm like, oh, it's one of those episodes. And the plot, I think, is, I understand it's a kid's show, but I really think that particular idea of Shocker trying to get kids, I think in some ways you could have done it, but not make it so ridiculous. Like actually turn the kids into cyborgs, like make them real deadly and stuff. Then maybe because then people wouldn't suspect kids or something. Like it would have been a lot better if you went towards that route rather than the way that they did, which is really stupid. It was just dumb. It really is. And that's very unfortunate because the Mucaderas costume was really good. It's one of the better ones we've seen over the last 6 or so episodes. And the ending, his death, the way they showed that was so absolutely ridiculous.
I wish I would have seen that. I
so badly wish you could have seen that. Maybe we can take a moment and you can find it on YouTube there and just take a quick second to watch the ending.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on camera here. Just give me a moment. I don't know if it's focusing or something here. Yeah, I can't really see it, but there is kind of a little couple of scratches kind of towards like if you see, kind of where I'm pointing at, that's kind of where it is, and I think it's over here. There's a little bit of scratches, so that's probably the cause of it. Could right be. There. But that's a fucking bummer.
Yeah, but take a quick second, find that Kyodai episode and just see the ending to this episode, because you have to see it. It's really one of the more pathetic and hilarious endings I have seen so far in this series. That I give brownie points for just because of how ridiculous it is. But again, I agree with Jason. This is boring. I think the plot was really stupid. And it wasn't as fun as I had hoped it would be. I'm actually just going to give it a D. I'm not really a fan of it. This is one of those snoozer episodes, which is very unfortunate because they could have handled this in a manner that was more intriguing, and they just didn't go that route. And again, like we said many times, could be budgetary reasons, could even be timing issues as well as far as production schedules and all that too. So, but regardless, you got to overcome that somehow.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look. See here. Looks like it's a different person because I couldn't find any Kamen Rider.
Yeah, just skip towards like the kind of near the ending, and where he does the rider kick to the villain.
Yeah, this YouTube channel is called Getting Older Yet with a few question marks.
That's funny. Getting older yet?
Let's see here. Oh, I think I probably see on the thumbnail where he just goes on fire.
Yeah, it's really stupid how they do it.
Come on. Oh, come on. He didn't really punch him. It's like he just hit him in the, area there. Oh, and just a fire right in front of the camera.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Yep. And then somehow that triggers the computer explosion. I don't know how.
It was just like in the previous episode that once the one of the villains supposedly died off, the entire base just exploded.
I know. It's so stupid. So you see, you missed out on something wonderful there, at least in the moment. All right. Yeah. Are we ready to move on to episode 28?
Yep. Let me just
Underground Monster Mogurong. And I forgot to name the episode just a second ago. Episode 27. Man, I'm not on my game.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm at the 0 mark here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get there. It always takes a second because the menus are really like snazzy. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, put up the screen here.
Okay, it looks like maybe I'm getting different subtitles this time because the way Kamen Rider spell is different. Now it's green ones again. They can't make up their minds.
Yeah, mine's the green one.
Yours is a screwball.
Yep.
Kamen liar, Kamen. liar.
Yeah.
I do that just for you.
Yeah, I bet. I think this is the disc that I have is the second to last one of this DVD one. Yeah, because mine has shows episodes 1 to 41.
I thought you had the whole set.
I do. It's just I have the second case upstairs.
Oh.
What the hell is that? Is that a pile of poo?
It's supposed to be a mole. Like I told you, I thought it was rocks. What? And it's
it
a mole. It
doesn't look like a mole. It looks like a pile of poo.
I know. I told you that. I said it looked like rocks, but it's supposed to be a mole.
The tentacle with eyes at the end.
Everything squeaks.
Squeaking luchador.
See, that sort of thing, like with Starman and some other tokusatsu stuff we've seen, loses its creepiness because you hear it so much and in ridiculous situations that it's not as fun anymore. can't breathe, you abomination. So was the mole supposed to stab him there?
I
It
don't
seemed
know.
like that's what was supposed to happen. At least it's got a unique roar to it.
Mhm.
And not some sort of usual shriek like they tend to have. Yeah, but he messed up my oil change the last time.
一文字さん優勝できるよな兄ちゃんやめろよシンジ任せとけなよ兄ちゃんオロ君もよく頼んだよ会長そういうことなんていい加減に任せてくださいよお願いしますお願いしますほらマイクさん取ったら書いてお願いしますお願いします
As I puff on my pipe here, looking very distinguished and full of power.
I
Sure, why
kindly
not?
tell you to fuck off.
やっぱり会長はここの中の奥だねいや実は初めからそのつもりだったんだ
You jerk.
Like one of those 50s dads with that whole suit.
Hey, Leave It to Beaver was 10 years ago.
将来を処方されていたんじゃない
Actually, no, at the time of this recording, it was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I thought it was the 60s. I'm like, wait a minute, no, it's the early 70s.
来年は一文字の代わりに君になってもらうこれは条件よかったね兄ちゃん
Excuse me.
I suppose.
And it seems like with these TV shows during this time, you get these type of hikers that wear kind of the same red hat and jean type of getup.
Yeah, like I've noticed that too. It's really interesting. Like I don't know if that was like a style at the time or what that's all about.
That's what I'd like to know, but I'm not even sure if we're going to get that sort of answer. They're giving him a Medal of Honor.
Does it look cheap as crap?
Well, and it has number 419 on it. A bit short from 420.
419, is that like what they're doing now in sports where they're putting the zip codes up on hats and stuff? It's like representing 419.
Yep.
It's like, oh, come on. Like that was cool. And now everyone's doing it. I'm like, okay, now it's stupid.
I know. Was it UTSA down in San Antonio? They've been doing that.
Yeah, UTSA was doing it. I've seen some people up here wear hats that have 517 on it. And I go, really?
I know. I forget what shirt company. I don't know if it was Ray Gun or something that's based here that
yeah,
they do. Was it 515 or 712 and some of the other area codes?
yeah. Ray Gun's pretty neat.
Yeah.
でも目には目を入れておかないと。よかったな、シンジ。兄ちゃんの念願のモトクロスマシンの整備ができて。
See, that kid is wearing that Yomori Giants baseball cap.
A lot of them do. Like you just, they hardly ever wear any other type of baseball team cap.
I mean, just wear one of the other Tokyo baseball teams that's located not too terribly far.
But they suck.
このペースで
I don't care. Wear them.
程度に明日には完成だ。はい。ホームラン。俺たちは死にかけている。新しいやつを連れてくるのだ。
Beep, beep.
Beep, 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 boop.
Get down there.
Yeah. Get down here. There's so many stairs that by the time he gets up there, the guy's dead. So many stairs. Yeah, you told him off. I'm sure he's shaking in his cybernetic boots. Yeah, that's gonna. Oh, all you're doing is packing in the dirt.
Yeah, pound dirt.
Yeah, go pound sand.
Only this time, pound dirt. Roll rang.
その財政費はこれでは。しかし、お前にはまだ仕事が残る。東米のところにいる相川に。
So it looks like he gave him some type of serum to turn him into a human.
Oh God.
At least it's not the cream.
Oh man. I can suspend my disbelief, but that was like, nope. My suspension of disbelief folded its arms and shook its head and it said, nope.
If it was Inspector Man, I can totally believe it because physics just went out the window for that show.
Well, Inspector Man was a special kind of stupid too. Like even then, I wouldn't buy it, but I went along with it because the show had continuously proven how stupid it was.
But when it comes to Kamen Rider, there's a certain point.
Yeah, because Kamen Rider has a slightly higher bar of quality to it.
Yeah. Plus, it's being produced by one of the more reputable production companies out there.
Yeah, that boy really looks terrified. Calm that boy down. Calm him down. He's just very hysterical.
He's really pissing his pants right now.
You need to be using more sound effects on this show.
I've got some on my little thing here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it. Let me try applause. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know you got some. Use it.
Well, one of these times I want to try to read the instructions for this audio platform for my thing because it seems like I can be able to add more to it and do some things with it.
His pants are pretty clean after having been shoved into a hole.
They're magical pants.
Man, I wish I had pants that were self-cleaning.
I think there's some kind of like name for some kind of pants. Like, I don't know if it was on some kind of show or whatever it was.
I think I've seen commercials like odd number of years ago where they it's a stain resistant type of paint. Like there's something on them that resists at least like liquid stains.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fast.
Oh no. Save Kamen Rider.
That was a little erotic.
Yeah.
Hey, there's like trivia at the bottom of mine.
Mine was the same because we have the same one.
I like that. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm learning something here. You could tell that lever they spray painted as it was attached to the control panel because the very base of it was blue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You're like, oh shit, we put this together without painting it quick. Let's do something quick.
Yeah, either that or they could have quickly put like a couple rounds of masking tape over it. That would have solved the problem, but they didn't even bother to do that.
It's like it's a last minute thing before doing
They
some
just
shoots.
didn't care. That's what's so beautiful about it. They just didn't care. Oh man, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love these shows just because you spot little things like that and you're like, they just didn't care.
Are you sure you're looking at just the keys there?
And again, how convenient that they'll put the one guy on guard duty and he also has the keys on him instead of either someone else that is located elsewhere in the building or to have the keys located on an opposite wall. I mean, it's just so convenient.
Maybe it's just a trap there for him.
Uh-oh.
It'd be funny, instead of trying to grab the keys there, he grabs the guy's ass.
Mine froze
Squeezes it.
temporarily there.
Uh-oh.
It's back on now, but it froze for like 5 seconds or something.
Maybe you have a damaged.
And see, this is the last episode on my disc.
How convenient.
Thankfully, mine got out of it, but it did freeze for like 5 seconds.
But yeah, mine went completely froze, and then after a certain period of time, it went back to the menu screen.
That's the problem with these particular discs. Is
Yeah,
it just did it again.
yeah. That was the reason after many years going to G Fest, when I see that guy's table of all those DVDs, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it fixed itself again, but it froze again for like another 5 or so seconds. I mean, he'll fix it for you, which is nice, but
Like sometimes it's just not even a bother.
by the way, like, what's your timestamp?
1444.
You're just I'm hitting the wrong one. Yeah, I mean, mine's the same. So even though it froze, like, I think the disc kept playing.
Yeah.
Despite the, I'm gonna have to see now. I got it.
Yeah, once we go in our intermission after this episode, you can probably take a quick look.
Again, it's doing it. But
Yeah,
then again, it just got out of it.
You may have some scratches on it.
I'll have to take a look at it when we're done here. But again, like, it's the last episode on this disc.
But yeah, that guy puts the detonator right in the obvious area of that motorcycle where you can just see it.
It's frozen that in an area that made his face look absolutely creepy.
Shocker.
Well, yeah, that's what we're dealing with, a shocker.
Yep. That's why I said it.
So mine has frozen 3 or 4 times already.
At least yours didn't freeze out throughout the remaining of the episode there.
No, and I guess that's a little bit of a plus, but
He spit out a little metal thing.
wait a minute, how did he get that? Oh, here's another freeze. Come on, unfreeze. All right, here we go.
Man, that was so styrofoam.
It would have been funny if they accidentally put like real drywall there, and as he hit it, like he crunched up, and it's like, oh no! And it's like, but we can't redo it because we're on a tight budget.
Or if it was actual, like, kind of the thing concrete. but it was actually a bit too thick. And then it's like he
We
hits
need
it,
to
but
find
then
a new writer.
yeah, and then he just like goes in an unconscious state or coma and just ramming himself into that.
Oh man. Trying to find episode 28 of Kamen Rider on YouTube here.
Here, I can forward you the link to that one specific place.
That's interesting. Like I put Kamen Rider episode 28. It's all these different Kamen Riders.
Give me a moment. Okay, here
The freezes are coming a little bit more frequently, but then they're not freezing as long either.
Okay, copy that.
Do you know of any good burning software that when you put things in a certain order, that's where they'll stay? Because I've tried 2 or 3 different pieces of software. I've tried iTunes and Windows Media Player, and every time I've done things like, put movies or, shows together, it creates it as a data disk, and then I'll have them in a certain order, but then as it burns, it reconfigures the order.
It's been many years since I've done some kind of DVD thing. I forget one of the technical things I use for when I was in school, but I know on Apple they have some kind of DVD type of maker, but I'm not sure if it's still around now.
Let me do a quick search here.
That's probably something I would have to take a look at. But yeah, I just sent you the link there.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you. I'll have to bookmark this here. Actually, I may have something already bookmarked. Hold on. Let me double check here. Because I had to burn a different one here like a while ago. I thought I did. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's a Kamen Rider. Oh, yep, it's the exact same one. I already had the bookmark.
Yeah, that was the one I was exactly looking at previously.
Okay, like on Amazon, there's Roxio, Easy CD and DVD Burning 2. You could buy the disc or the download for $20.
Screeching luchadores. I don't know how I can growl and talk at the same time.
I'm so sick of these freezes, like it's messing with my brain. Oh, wait a minute, it's for Windows 8, 10, and 7. I got Windows 11. I don't know if it'll work on mine. Wait a minute.
Now he's got 2 swords.
For the love of God, stop with the freezing. Stop the hammering.
With them kind of around this industrial plant building, it'd be funny if it was so fragile it started just collapse with all their weight. Boy, that's a weird way to die. Just falling into a pool of wet putty and then just dries up afterwards.
My gosh.
I don't know if it was actual putty or if it was supposed to be concrete.
It's supposed to be concrete.
手損してる場合じゃない。君はライダーとして来年退治する約束が残ってるんだから。な。
みんな頑張って僕も来年に
Oh my gosh, this freezing.
Well, at least we're getting towards the end here.
Yeah, we'll take a break here. I want to test something out here too. As far as I got something already on my computer, I want to see if it actually
Let's
does.
see what the next episode is here.
Burning here.
Jellyfish Doll is the name of the
Yeah.
next.
次週仮面ライダー電気怪人クラゲターにご期待ください。
That almost
Thank
seems a little
God.
bit exciting there.
Yes, I know holidays are over.
All right.
All right.
So,
For the love of God, can people do things right?
episode 28. Yeah, I think with this one, I'd say it's a little bit better. Well, not a little bit better, a lot better compared to episode 27, where this time around they didn't really have any kids to use for their, to kind of do their own bidding this time around, which is, I would say, a plus this time around. And as far as this Mole Rain character, I'd say it's as far as execution, I'd say it's pretty decent, all in all. And just the way he kidnaps a lot of people for like the slave labor for the chakra and everything was pretty unique in a way in its own right. And then just the way that he dies, it's a bit a lame in a way where he just falls in a pool of wet concrete and then just dries up after that. Okay. But as far as the battles, yeah, they're pretty decent for this one, but I would say it's a lot better than the previous episode, so props to that. So it gives, for me, I give it I would say around a C+. I think it's a pretty appropriate rating for episode 28.
I guess I'm not quite as high on it as you, but I will say that, yeah, it is better than the last episode, which again, the last episode was one of those where it was low enough that it wasn't going to take much to overcome that. Molarang, funny name, funny concept, kind of a piss poor costume, really, when you think about it, considering it's supposed to be a mole, and every time I look at it, I'm like, that looks like a rock.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the episode, it looked like a pile of poo.
I know. I just they could have done better with the suit, in my opinion, but nevertheless, it was a shocker general that was willing to take things a little bit more to the extremes. I think at times we were supposed to assume it stabbed people.
Yeah.
So that's something we haven't seen in a little while from
Stuffing
Kamen
people
Rider.
in holes.
Yeah. That was actually one of the funniest parts because everyone's like, ah, and he's like, so, definitely better. It was hilarious, whether intentionally or not. With all that said, I don't think it was, one of the better ones, but it was better than the last episode. So I'm going to give it a C.
All right. So,
All right. So with that, let's take just a little bit of a break here, and then we'll return.
yeah, so I'll just put up the 5-minute intermission here, and then I'll just put up a screen. Oop. Not that one. Here we go. I'll just put up the follow. So we'll be right back, folks, in 5 minutes. Well, I am ready. I don't know if you are.
I'm trying to find episode 25 on here. They don't have episode 25 on here.
I've been literally texting you, and I haven't gotten a reply from you.
That's because I don't have my phone up here with me.
No, I thought you did. Well, and I even private chatted you too to see if you were ready.
Let me see here because I didn't see anything. Oh, there it is. Tiny. I mean, yeah, I'm ready. I'm just trying to find episode 25 here. I'm not seeing episode 25. But maybe I can find it elsewhere.
Episode 25
of Kamen Rider.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see episode 25 on here either.
Yeah.
But anyways, forget about that. We're ready for fucking episode 29.
All right. It's called Electric Monster Kurage Doll, but it was Jellyfish Doll. I like that one better. So let me kind of get it set up here to the 0 here.
Yep. 0 for me.
All right. You ready?
Indubitably.
3, 2, 1, go.
Put up the screen. That felt good.
Shuka.
Green subtitles yet again. And looks like the picture is kind of being a little wonky.
They were saying it's being a little bitch.
Oh, it's being a little bit of a bitch too for being wonky.
Let's just hope we never have to go through something like that. This is like the second Kamen Rider disc I have had that I think I had to like replace disc 3 because I had like an episode that was just such a pain.
Well, so far out of all the discs of all the sets that I've gotten from this guy so far, that was the very first one that I've confronted.
Yeah, I mean, by and large, they've been good, and he's pretty good at responding and like doing it. But it's just like there comes a point where if you run into a bunch, will he eventually just like not honor that?
Yeah. Now it's going off sides. What the heck?
I think that's a 5-yard penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
I have a feeling that some of this is probably recorded from a camcorder. The way it's going.
Maybe on yours. Mine actually looks like it. Mine has always looked like it was legit. Which is interesting because you have different ones. We got them from the same person. And yet I would argue like at least the video quality of mine has been better than yours. That's just weird.
Although I'm guessing you have the same subtitler.
Not always, because like I got white ones this time. Like you and I kept talking about like over the last 6 or so episodes how some of our subtitles are a bit different.
The weeds are alive.
With the
oh my
sound
god, they
of
actually
music.
did that. For a second, I thought the kid actually died, where they had a mannequin replacement for him.
See, all I need is one more episode of Kamen Rider for this disc that I'm doing, and everything else is coming up. Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Dargon. Like, I just want
What I do is after I type in Kamen Rider, I put in 1971.
Okay.
大変でなんだっていうのに。友人だよ。あ？なんだバカバカしい。だって本当だよ。二人でも見つけたのかと思ったからついてきたんだぞ。忙しいのに。早く行かないと困っちゃうな。
This guy has the same playlist, but yet it's a what the hell?
いいから早く。ここだったんだよ。ほら見ろ、何もないじゃないか。こんな大きな頭のクラゲみたいな宇宙人だったんだよ。
Again, same thing. No episode 25. What the hell? And a different user. What is your problem, people? Why is episode 25 so hard to come by?
I don't know.
友人なんていないよ。嘘だよ。バカバカしい。よし、証拠を見せてやる。コウタ君の嘘つき。嘘だよ。そんなことより遊ぼうよ。行こうよ。
So instead of being episodes 91 or 92 being the final episode, there's a total of 98 for Kamen Rider.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm just finding out.
知らないよ、その人。なんだか変だな。崖から落ちたっての本当なの？頭をたら
Not sure why I did not notice that earlier.
兄貴のカメラどこだっけ？ダメです。叱られますよ。
I do see a episode 25, but that's for Kamen Rider Sky Rider with Indonesian subtitles.
Doing a general Google search, and I still like what is wrong with the internet? Like, you're supposed to have everything and you don't.
Yeah.
I guess maybe what I'll have to do is like just have an extra disc for episode 28. That's so dumb. I like this jellyfish doll.
Yeah.
The suit is mediocre, but it's a semi-nice attempt.
Yeah. I mean, all you do is just get like one of those blue tights and then just add some kind of
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader type of helmet. But yeah, as I'm trying to search for episode 25 for Kamen Rider, I can see our current live episode up in the search.
しかし10歳の子供がいくら宇宙キャラからって偽写真うまく作ったね。
I think it's gonna be a futile search.
Yeah. Something that you're just gonna have to dig into.
本当にイカメンなんだ。すぐ人バカバカって気がするんだ。いや、ゴロの言ってるの分かってるかもしれない。いや、そうかも怪人が。この少年には。
slaps the kid before he leaves. Yeah, I know he's a pain in the ass at times.
It's putting it mildly.
水脚
そうなんですよ。
タキなんだお前さんか
Why do you show up every time I go to a place?
Well,
Randomly. Did you put a bug up my butt?
こうした嘘つくことが良くないことなのよ。
Puts a finger up on his lips.
話してないか
本当？行こう。今ジュースでもお持ちしますか？
お邪魔しました
As they come down this tiny hill.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, when they were going down that dirt hill, I was thinking that there could be a little bit of a ramp. He accidentally flies off the motorcycle and crashes.
Jeez.
現れたらしっかりタキ
Making a duck face while he's driving. You missed him.
Die.
一文字の前貴様たちは許さない出たなショッカーの街道人間
Jellyfish doll. I like his voice too.
Ugh.
Your favorite part?
Aye.
Jellyfish doll just kind of sounds like a little kid.
お前こそ死ね
あ、仮面ライダーだ。
動くんじゃない
Oh yeah, they're in really a perfect hiding place there. Both Taki and that little kid. Beep beep. With the effect overlay for the sparklers and stuff there over Kamen Rider, you can definitely see how they were set off.
I found, oh, nice. I found all 98 of them.
Where
And you can download every single episode here. Oh, this is wonderful.
again, the picture's kind of going wonky and zooming out. Now it's slowly zooming back in.
危ないところではぐれしくて仮面ライダーが来てくれなかったら死ぬところだったよ。その頃鷲ヶ崎灯台の地下ショッカーの基地では5000ボルトの電圧に耐えられる人間を選び
Finally got someone in there.
Okay. I just sent you a link. It's going to start on episode 25 because that's what I was looking for, but it's got all 98 of them. You can download them all.
Oh, wow.
So forget the Kyodai. Bookmark this one.
この爆射は体に電気を蓄え、触れるものは全て死ぬ。この電気人間で日本政府の要人たちを殺す。
Are you allergic to sparklers?
このような人間どもは全て殺してやる。
Ah! Oh, my son. No!
My next prey.
Giggity, 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 goo.
Do you like my hand? That sliding door costed me thousands.
I'm sure it probably was no more than $30. Excuse me.
You just slightly choked her. It's not like she's dead.
女を連れてこい。
Howdy.
That'd be funny if all of a sudden he acquired John Wayne's voice.
これで仮面ライダーを引き寄せします。そうすればもう邪魔者はいなくなる。仮面ライダーなど知れたものだ。あいつの心臓を永遠に取ってやる。
He doesn't even have a heart. He's a cyborg.
こうちゃん、泣きだと。なんてひどいの？こうたちのカッタまでさらっていくなんて。絶対許さない。
何のためにお母さんまでさらったんだろうな。隼人に呼び出したんじゃないか。あの村ではもう数人の者が行方不明になっていた。紅茶君のママをわしが抱きそうだよ。母親を連れ去るなんて絶対許せない。
I love this lighthouse. I'm going to buy it.
But first, I'm gonna punch it right in the face.
I'm going to infiltrate and invade so then I can conquer it without paying for it. Yeah.
Oh.
Being really, really sneaky about it. Puts him on the cross. It's a trap.
Okay, General Akbar.
ライダーのやつがまだ現れません。どうします？
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not.
It just froze on me.
Oh, really? Well, they got this
Will this
woman
one
on
play out?
They got this woman on a cross and already lit up a string to detonate a thing of dynamite that's behind her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And here comes a Kamen Rider to the rescue. He comes in and he just guessing, yep, just as I suspected, grabs the dynamite easily and throws it out to the ocean.
This one isn't coming out of the pause or the freeze.
Yeah, it seems like yours is also a bit damaged.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go see if I can get. Okay.
Here. Want me to pause? Or just keep going?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it on the archive here.
Oh, you can just go on to YouTube.
Well, I know, but I'm gonna go to the archive because I quickly got that bookmarked. I'll find the timestamp here. Okay.
Let me know when
we're on
you're ready.
episode 29. What's the timestamp?
What's that?
What's the timestamp?
It's 1952.
No, the timestamp.
1952.
No, I don't know. That's not what I did. Okay.
All right. Want a countdown? I can't even hear you.
Probably because everything's coming through the computer.
Oh, did you already start?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I couldn't even hear it because I was mumbling.
Well, that's because everything's coming through. Let me know when you're at 2013.
Okay, give me a moment here. So it's at 2004.
When you're at 2013, pause.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. That's the one thing about having the microphone, your headphones go through the microphone. Like some of the sound isn't going to come through all that well.
Yeah.
I hate this situation so much. I got to download like 7 more episodes.
Why'd you bring him to our lair, damn it? He keeps laughing all the damn time. He just disappears.
Yeah.
That's how he dies.
What the heck?
News.
And then that explodes.
I mean, like the ground underneath, like the whole section blew up.
Yeah, just enough time to get everyone out of there. And then it explodes. How convenient.
Well, now they all show.
I was taking a piss at the Bayside.
Yeah, you've said that before.
Maybe try to use some of your cream and see if that might help.
All right. Well, after the disaster that is burnt DVD technology, like
I'm just looking at the what's up next here. It's like you got a blood-sucking trilobite. A
nice.
vampire trilobite. Okay. Give me a moment here. Put up take the screen off. There we go. So that was oh god, what episode are we on?
We're on 29.
Okay, so yeah, that was episode 29. So yeah, that was a bit interesting to say the least. As far as jellyfish doll, it's a pretty interesting concept and a little bit of a cool execution in a way. Although the downside part to this henchman is that his giggling and stuff, it was a bit annoying after a while because he kept on doing it every time he was battling Kamen Rider there. But yeah, otherwise this episode, it's pretty decent. I'd say maybe kind of on the level of episode 28 there. Excuse me. It's, I mean, you got pretty much everyone just being shocked and then being held in the cells, kind of like what episode 28 was. So I would say there's not really much going on. It just felt like a little bit of a continuation with the previous episode, but just a different henchman this time around. So yeah, I would give episode 29 probably. I probably would give it a C+ too.
Yeah. First and foremost, I'm so sick and tired of this BS that is homegrown DVDs where we're just I mean, I have to apologize to everyone out there. It seems like, again, every episode we do, there's something that comes up. And the thing that makes me the most frustrated is when something like this comes up, because that can throw the whole show off. So with all that being said, with the episode, Jellyfish Doll definitely was a unique creation, but like most of the Shocker villains, definitely wearing spandex for much of the bodysuit. The helmet was very tacky, but I kind of liked it as well. And it was fun. I think with this particular podcast and the episodes we're covering here, they've slowly gotten better. So with that being said, I'm going to give this one a C+. And so hopefully episode 30 on my disc here works.
Yeah, give me one moment here to get it at the 0 mark.
Yeah, trilobite here. I'm just going to say episode 30 and just the numbers. Blood-sucking trilobite or whatever it's called here.
Mine just said the vampire trilobite.
Trilobite. Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, put the screen back up once more.
So this is what episode 4 we're covering?
Yep.
Okay.
Second to last one.
I'm losing track here just because we've had so much crap go on.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's sort of the downside why I don't really want to do like sort of the commentary plus / discussion live.
Well, there's downsides to everything, but I think it's more work to do it on our own time.
Rider kick.
Rider slap. You need to have a rider slap.
A rider bitch slap.
That'd be like the greatest move of all.
I'm going to defeat you with my rider bitch slap.
Rider slap.
I think I've seen this guy before.
He's been in like some gods. Oh no, actually, I think he was the main professor in the first Gamera movie.
Yeah.
その作業中の化石から古代の動物を蘇らせようという研究を続けているのは志村博士である。果たして作業中は1800万年の眠りから覚めるであろうか。
Sort of looks like a cow's tongue.
I'm gonna lick you.
Okay, Zola, what are you gonna screw up this time?
This Cheetos recipe.
The homemade KFC chicken recipe.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna screw that one up because that's a secret recipe.
Although it's really not so secret.
Is it actually out there now?
Oh, it's been around for a long time.
I wonder if they ended up changing it a little bit.
Maybe, but with a lot of the kitchen foodie people and all that stuff, they kind of know the taste and all that, so they find a way.
always ruining stuff.
That's why I got the homemade chilies salsa recipe. That stuff is really good.
You've actually made it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Quite a few times, matter of fact. I like how the Shocker organization is full of technology, but yet they do simple, like, ritual and stuff. This time with candles.
Oh, there they go again. Different painting. How did you not know? Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say something along that line. Like he took the words right out of my mouth.
You know what? This costume here, probably the best since the Cobra one.
Yeah, probably.
Lions are.
Have I gone mad?
You must be.
And also, different emblem this time on their foreheads.
Yeah, that comes with the territory every time you fail. That's why they're all Velcro and not permanent. Because they're like, well, we know this one's going to fail eventually.
I don't know if they're actually Velcro. It would be a pain. They have to be stitched on. And then every freaking time for a new episode that they have to take that off and then restitch another one.
Well, I'm just saying within the organization, in this world, they probably have it on Velcro because they know they're going to fail.
You know, I'm surprised that, you know, with it being the Shocker organization, like one thing you would think that they would just have just the Shocker organization logo and not have to deal with changing it out for the remainder of the episode of the entire series.
Yeah, well, they're not that smart, as proven here. That the virtually new general every episode.
And, you know, if they do that for the minions, I don't know why they don't do that for General Zol, like have some kind of little emblem on the top, like on the middle of his hat there that he wears.
Yeah, he's special.
He's a special kind of general.
He's a special chap. Give back my precious poo. Oh boy.
That's pish posh.
だが我々の科学はその壁を破っている。ではテストの第一問になっていただきましょうか。なんてこと。
That'd be funny if he missed and accidentally took her head off. It's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that so soon.
That was not meant to happen. I swear.
どうなんだ。はっきりしろ。
Now I'm seriously going to do it since you attacked me now.
I don't know if that's how trilobites worked.
Obviously not.
世界を征服しようと企ったそして待ってなくに仮面ライダーと FBI の犬滝和也を襲う計画を立てた
That just looks a bit wrong. The way that
There's
looks.
a lot that's wrong with this whole thing.
Boy, I'm so drunk.
ねえ、たくみちゃん、昨日本で読んだんだけどさ、古代の生物の化石を開発する研究をしてる先生がいるんだってね。
古代の生物を夢みたいな話だな
Now eat your damn banana.
Hey.
Should be thrown on the ground so you wouldn't have anyone slip on it. Yeah, you tell him. Don't mess with our boss when he's still trying to grow.
And then they accidentally step on them themselves.
Yeah.
Crunch. The Iowa women lost in overtime. What kind of card game is that? Oh, some sort of tarot thing or something?
Solitaire.
That's not solitaire.
今から第二の計画を実行します。
いいわ。この分だと詳しいわ。データの申し込みがあるわ。
スレイ、スイーツ空間、ガンブロン。
Is she actually done for?
It's like she's sitting on one of those skateboard ramps.
That's how they sleep, using those skateboard ramps.
See, in Japan, they don't skateboard, they sleep on them.
Talking about the shocker, you fool. Liar geek. I like how some of these shows that they break the fourth wall by just singing the actual show's theme song. You've been a bad boy, so you stay here.
Oh
yeah, like that's gonna stop him.
Well, it would have knocked him off, maybe even decapitated him if he was going fast enough. It sounds like someone's choking. I do like this suit. This is really good.
Yeah, much better designed and constructed compared to all their suits in this show so far. Again, picture quit zooming out and then slowly zooming back in.
ニンニクの匂いで頭がおかしくなっちまうぜ。
でも中絶には。
それもそうだが、マリをこんな課題した出荷のやつに同感だ。看病していて、つくづくそう感じていたところだ。ところで、大学の結果はよまし地球上にいた生物ではないかというのか。
She's also wearing that Macy's shirt, but it's a sweater this time.
What is up with that?
First it was Goro, now that other gal.
決心してくれたな、志村博士。約束は守るだろうな。渡るには手をつけない。約束は約束だ。
Yeah, it's just a bunch of solicitors. Make them go away.
感じからしたらまずい。だが俺がここにいるのを忘れるな。今さらぐずぐず言っても始まらない。
Yeah, I'm going to play hide and seek.
That'd be funny if he did. And I just got this image of Bob Knight. You remember the one in Bob Knight where during a basketball game he put like his hands up to his eyes like binoculars, and
yeah,
that's what they'd be doing.
I don't know if this is the scientist's home. If it is, how in the hell did the Shocker manage to find time to like create a door to their lair in his house and all that shit?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's like, why? How did you do this and all that? And I'm like, you mean to tell me you never felt like any earthquakes or tremors or anything like that? But,
or you never even bothered to hear anything going on in your house? That's out of the ordinary.
The witch is dead. Oops.
このカーテンの陰にショッカーの怪人がいた。この一家を恐ろしい目に遭わせることになる。
ママは？
ママはいついないよ。
そう。
またお客様にご挨拶しなさい。
はじめまして。
Waiting for the right time to pounce.
Something fishy. Ah ha ha ha.
なんだって？ジャガスは生まれた上に脅迫されていて言えないって。いるよ。こうしちゃいられない。会長に連絡してくれ。約束は違うじゃないか。調整の変化。ぐずぐず言わずに早く作れ。
Going pretty slow there, are we?
志村、あなたの仕事はもうこれで終わったわけですな。ではザンボロンドの吸血能力を体験していただこうか。わしとない。私だってバカでそう来ると思っていたい。
Are you really a fool? If you're not a fool, how come you didn't even hear all the commotion being built in your house with their hideout?
自分と家族の命は守らねばならん。後の相談は妻の体を元通りにしてからにしよう。
Boy, he's turned the tables around them.
Oh boy.
Like Taki was trying to kick a little shrub there, doing a flying kick.
Right. Geek.
Oh yeah, like that's not obvious.
Nice renewal job you got going here.
Nice disguise. Funny, they were going through that door, and one of them hits their head on that metal bar. Boy, that gal there seems like she's really out of it, like totally drunk or something. It's like
she's under some sort of hypnosis.
You scared the poop out of me.
探すんだ。
Squeak,
how-
squeak.
I wonder how this would have looked like in real life, being in front of a lot of actual people's cars there and just being a spectator to this.
I think it would be funny. Look, Mommy, Kamen Rider. Death everywhere.
前の調子を捨てて
I have a feeling they could have done this in an impound or something because there's like the fenced gates and a bunch of cars there.
Yeah, but I like this because we are always complaining how they're always doing it out in prairie or, you know, old construction sites or whatever.
Dirt hills.
abandoned warehouses. Oh, dear.
Oh,
Lord.
wow. I never noticed that one. He's just
Can you
tearing
imagine ripping part of yourself off, like,
Yes,
to throw it?
tearing part of your skin off.
Ouch.
That's. I mean, I can understand just ripping part of your like little leg limbs from that centipede guy and just have it regrown, but just tearing part of your skin.
You know, what makes it worse is it actually shows blood. Like, if it didn't show the blood, I'd be like, oh, that still kind of stinks, but I wouldn't be like, ouch.
No. Not just blood, but just kind of the underskin part,
Oh,
like the muscle.
yeah, stop it.
Hell, it was bound to be said anyway, so.
How?
I thought he was going to get stabbed, and that was pretty much the end of it.
I thought so too. I'm like, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Because a trilobite, I mean, that's virtually an incredibly armored thing.
Yeah. Spraying blood? Is that what he did?
I think that's what that is.
And then one of the minions died because of that. That's a bit of a weird way to die.
I think he is, because every time he does it, he loses a little bit of his lifespan.
But then it kills other people just for spraying regular blood. That's just weird.
That's it. Usually they
I
blow
hope
up or
not.
something.
I hope not. That would be very disappointing. He actually just forced himself to turn into a fossil. Wow.
He had to, because it was right
That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? That's kind of how a lot of these fights end up. It's like, you know, some of the actual action is fun, but then you get to the taking on of the defeat of the actual opponent. It's like, huh, that was disappointing.
You know, with Mari there kind of waking up looking like she had a hungover, and then the next scene they're drinking beer and all that.
Here, have some more.
Here, drink this.
一ノ井さんの転校になってもう一度乾杯したらどうかしら。
それはやんだ。じゃあもう一度乾杯。吸血怪人の魔の手から
You know, it'd been funny if the kid accidentally picked up one of the wrong glasses and he had beer.
And then he starts like, I hate you all.
Oh, wow. It's like
The
an
anteater.
elephant anteater looking thing.
It's an anteater.
A woolly anteater.
鉄鋼計画。この陰謀を察知
I like it.
のはショッカーアニメ。
The suits have been getting better as we progressed here.
何かばりにご期待ください。
And I think
Please look forward
since
to it.
since the trilobite one, I think they've been starting to get a little bit better there.
Yeah, this is one of those podcasts where the episodes have slightly gotten better as we move.
Although they kind of started out a little bit terrible, but then they kind of gradually.
Well, that's what I'm saying is they've gotten better.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 30, I think is a lot better this time around, probably by far until we get to episode 31 and see how it goes. But I think so far, episode 30 is probably the best batch of episodes that we've come across for this podcast episode. And I would say, as far as the henchman designs, it has to be like one of the best, if not the best, executed and designed henchmen by far. It looks pretty professional in the way. It's not haphazard or poorly designed like some of the other suits in the past for the henchmen, and also some pretty unique little powers here and there. Some are interesting too, like spraying blood and killing some people that way, which is a bit strange, but
it's counterproductive.
Yeah.
That's like me saying, I'm going to get you with my blood. And then, oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Yeah. But the way they finish off the vampire trilobite was a bit disappointing in a way. So you don't get any Michael Bay moments as far as explosions here and there.
Explosions.
Yeah. So just him knowing that he's not going to win, he just forces himself to turn into a fossil. And that was pretty much it of the vampire trilobite, which was a bit disappointing. But otherwise, I would say as far as the story for this episode is pretty good. Battles and stuff were pretty good, and yeah, all around this was a pretty good episode. So I'll give episode 30 I would give it somewhere around a B plus or an A minus, but I probably would give it a B plus.
Wow. Again, I think you're higher on the episode than I am. But once again, I do think it's an improvement. I understand it's a sci-fi show, but I just can't get
and
past
a kids show.
And I can't get past the whole trilobite blood sucking thing because that's not what trilobites did. But
yeah,
you know, I'm trying to
gotta be a dinosaur expert once in a while.
I am a dinosaur expert. I am someone who's a dinosaur expert that didn't actually go and get his PhD.
Which I was surprised.
Well, it was going to cost a ton of money, and it was going to lead to a job in which I got paid peanuts for. So, nevertheless, this is definitely an improvement. Once again, the trilobite costume, like Jason said, like we said a couple times throughout the course of the episode, a huge step up. I mean, arguably, I'm going to say this potentially is the best suit we have seen thus far for a shocker villain, and I dig it an awful lot. I'm sure it probably was nothing more than a bunch of large pieces of foam put together, but you know what, it still looks great. It looks better than a lot of the paper mache, toss them together with cling wrap and all that.
It looked a little bit more polished this time around.
Yeah, it's not the usual skin tight tights and bodysuits that we have seen basically every episode up to this point. So with all that being said, I do think it's an improvement even from last episode. I'm not as high on it as Jason is, but I still think it's an improvement. I'm giving it a B minus.
That's not bad.
Death match, Anteater Demon Arigabar. Apparently it's the last one we're covering here. So let me get to the 0-0 marker here. Once again, I just want to apologize to people about just some of the video issues we've had throughout it's always something. It's either software problems, hardware problems, or disk problems, although we haven't had a disk problem in quite a while, so maybe we were due for it. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, as far as disk problems, it's like mainly most of that has been sprouted up due to these being home brewed.
Well, yeah, I mean, like that's kind of what I alluded to at the end of the last episode we talked about here.
Still green subtitles.
I got it this time.
Oh boy! So you're gonna get some of the trivia at the middle mark.
If I can read it fast enough.
Liar Keek.
See, I got you converted.
Yeah, see?
My job is done.
It's all your fault.
I will gladly take responsibility for this one.
When we meet up, I'm going to bitch slap you for that.
Yeah, you'll forget about it.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not going to lie. Part of me now is starting to think maybe we should do 4 episodes of podcast instead of 5. And I'm being serious about that.
Oh, we can talk about it afterwards. Just let it stew in your head until then.
Oh, it's stewed enough, and I've sort of made up my mind. It's stewed so much that the crock pot is saying it's warm and it's just waiting to be served.
It's starting to burn the inside liner.
It's starting to get crispy on the outside. I hope you got a crock pot bag, because otherwise you're going to be scrubbing that thing for days. We've had a couple episodes in the past where there have been hikers, like that starfish cardinal dude.
Well, it's like
we had a number of episodes back.
Well, not only that, but they're also this again. They're wearing those red hats.
Did you see he about slipped and fell there?
Yeah, but like I said, they're wearing red hats yet again in this one.
I think I'm wondering if they're doing that because if hunters are out there, maybe sort of like the orange hunter stuff. If that's to kind of just let people know you're out there and don't shoot in this direction.
Maybe.
What, my friend? Are you lost?
That'd be funny if he shrugged and goes, nah.
I'm just making a new friend, Mr. Antface.
And I'm going to hug you and squeeze you into itty bitty pieces.
I'll get you next time, get it? Next time.
Yeah.
The heck? Oh, geez, we haven't seen the dissolve thing for some time.
It looks like a Minecraft character.
Or just like one of those wax figurines that you find on a birthday cake.
I'm digging the giant clawed hand. I mean, this is another suit that's really, really good.
Yeah. It's like a woolly anteater.
Oh, we got another guy that just got dissolved. Wait a minute, he bent down to like dissolve him.
I think he was just
Full dose. I guess he only did a partial dose.
I don't know. Oh, I think he was going to, but it's like some kind of bacteria they injects into them to make them melt. Seems like that guy was resistant, according to the subtitles.
He reminds me of the villain from Golden Bat.
Maybe. So apparently Mount Tegu was Anteater's bucket list. And see, that kid's also wearing that red hat.
It has to be like in case you're lost or if they're hunters, if they see you.
I'm gonna check online here. It's time for another round of research
On Daikaiju Network.
and red hat hiking. Let's see if that works.
I beat him at pickleball, and his punishment was to forever stay up in the mountain.
He had to isolate himself.
Yeah, because he's a dope. A big old dope.
He was also a joik.
Hippa hippa hope.
Red heat, what the hell? I said red hat, you dope.
Red heat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. 5 episodes and I'm like, just get over with already. I'm like this guy here, rubbing my eyes.
Although I'm not quite in my PJs yet.
I am in my PJs actually.
Really?
What you see is what I sleep in.
Oh, jeez.
Watch your mouth. I guess he doesn't like being called a monster.
Watch your potty mouth. Monster is a bad word for me.
Where I'm from.
Maybe you should have snuck in a Pop-Tart in your bag.
I thought you were going to say something else. I find it funny the Pop-Tarts commercials are always like deliciously good or something like that. And I'm like, deliciously awful for you.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I just had one box of those the Walmart brand Pop-Tarts. I was like, although these aren't gonna be good for you, but it's like, I gotta have some of it after that Pop-Tart bowl game.
Did you see that? How they did that? Where like the little mascot snuck in there, and then this large Pop-Tart came out, and they could eat it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, what a waste of flour and sugar and a bunch of other ingredients.
But hey, at least it was eaten pretty quick.
I mean, I think a lot of Pop-Tarts are pretty delicious too, but I rarely have them. I may have them like once every year or something like that.
Yeah, the ones that I just finished up was probably the first kinds of Pop-Tarts that I've had for years.
I actually like the ones that aren't frosted. If I'm doing the frosted ones, there's a one that's got pink frosting with like red sugar crystals. I don't know if that's a cherry or strawberry one, but that's my favorite.
I like how we're talking about Pop-Tarts and just not even focusing on the show here.
Like I said, dude, I think we need to do 4 Kamen Rider episodes per podcast. I'm getting tired. My knee is hurting here because I'm old and busted. You're
just an old fart.
I am. Like I said, I had a small midlife crisis at the start of this podcast.
When I get to your age, I'll be ready to go to Japan. couple months after.
You just shut your mouth. What does he do? I thought he was
There's a smell. It's like he's smelling the dirt.
I thought he was going to inhale it. All he needs is a little razor blade.
I think he is actually inhaling it because he's got dirt in his face.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be the anteater. At least, well, he's not the anteater, but
He is the anteater, but disguised as a human.
it sounded like he said, "You bitches." That's what it sounded like.
Hey, you bitches, get away from my guns.
What?
Wait, I thought he was supposed to be. Oh, wait. Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he partially, like, he got some bacteria pushed into him, but yeah, he's not the anteater.
Yeah, I was like, I totally forgot that there was a scene where he was just behind that guy. Funny if he like lands but instead of on his feet, he just lands on his face. Or he does like the body like the entire body slam or something to the ground.
I thought, like, for that one flip, for that like 2-second clip there, it'd be funny if they actually put in like a dummy and flipped it, like, because that would look so ridiculous.
Like do multiple like flips and stuff. Where they had some kind of machine where they flipped him around too fast and then let him go. Just see this little flash in the pan type of saucer.
and then he's going so fast that like the arms and the legs are coming off. They're like, ah! They're getting freaked out. They're like, no, we're supposed to kill him. Now he's throwing his
This wasn't supposed to happen. cut everything, you fuckers, stop.
And then the theme music plays as like more arms and legs. It's like, wait a minute, he's supposed to have 2 arms and 2 legs. Why are there more arms and legs?
And then you have a screen up that says we're having difficult technical difficulties at the moment.
And then the cameraman goes behind the machine and you're seeing the operators freaking out, like, what happened? Make it stop. We're so stupid. Oh man,
that's the fun part. At least this show gets to have some kind of personality.
Oh man.
Now my face can rest. Hey, look at that.
Read that in time. I couldn't even read all that. It's something about the swastika.
Oh wow, they're putting Mountain Dew into his veins there.
So it was used for medicine before it went to stores. I thought it was a myth.
That's why there's a bunch of caffeine and Mountain Dew to just get him all hyped.
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Why didn't you say it to his face?
I know. It's like, I don't think the boy can hear you from there.
Yeah. It's like you just met him. You should have just said it.
その仮面ライダーがゴロの目の前でいっぱい血にまみれ、しかもゴロは重傷だ。体の傷と心の傷、この2つがいいかいと。今ゴロの記憶を奪いかける。おやさん。だが今の俺にはとてもありがわりを破る自信はないの。
He used common bitch slap.
More like old man.
The Tachi bitch slap.
Then they get into a fight here, and then all of a sudden you hear, fight. Finish him.
先生、つては全て尽くしました。
Is he dead?
精神は
Oh,
he
he's
was-
still alive, but I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, they killed the
Yeah,
kid.
he's still moving there.
Yeah. Well, the way the doc was talking, I'm like, did they actually kill a kid here?
Well, and just the way with that gal when she ran to both of them, it sounded like I thought he was dead.
あれかわいめ。
負けちゃ
あげるんじゃないゴロ。この技ではありかわりの強い。
I think for the first time, like, Kamen Rider is, now he's having a Rocky 4 or No Easy Way Out montage moment.
Yeah.
There's no easy way out. There is no shortcut home. And this guy's Apollo. I am the tiger. I am the tiger. Rock. I am the tiger.
And then
You
now,
more man than him.
now both Hayato and Taki are having a fallout.
Oh gosh, that missed by like 3 feet.
Yeah, by a mile. Thank you while I beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. And then the machine starts. The machine broke again, and he keeps twirling around, and more arms and legs fly off. The director's like, I thought we were done with this.
Yeah. Smashing rocks, that's your new attack?
You gotta start somewhere.
I guess.
よっか。一文字隼人だ。出てこい。さっきお前を来い。よし。
This is laughable. Is this a headquarters?
すでに
I guess so.
アマゾンの呪いと呼ばれる細菌を注入し、立ち去っていた。いざさ。
At the rate that this is going, we may get a part 2 of this anteater dude.
そう。よかね。
He had to be dramatic for that, like, 2-foot jump.
Yeah.
Power Ranger attack.
事件の発端が天狗だけだよ。
Trying to make this as suspense as possible.
お前をここで
We're on a tight budget, so any acrobatics you can do to make this more exciting, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. It'd be funny for the remainder of the episode, just shows him just driving around town.
I know. I'd be like, okay, Jason, we're done here.
There's not much else to see here.
Done.
仮面ライダー。ありがわり。仮面
I guess there is no part 2.
I guess not. I was kind of hoping with the way that things were going that could have been part 2, but oh well. At least we get the minion fight segment going on here, and then soon after that, a couple minutes of the henchman fight, and then it should be good.
And then another rider kick, I'm sure. He's got other. Well, no, he discovered a new move. I forgot, so that's going to come into play. But nevertheless, he has like sort of punch. He's used that like once or twice.
It's sort of the rider kick, this new attack, but it's just like a jackhammer sort of thing.
Rider jack. But see, he's got like other moves like rider punch, and like it's always the rider kick. It's just yawn.
Yeah.
I thought he said a piece of crap. What was that? He like stabbed the air next to him. That was. What? Did he rip the tongue off?
Or slice it off?
Like.
Manjin kick.
Whatever. There we go.
Hey, we get a Michael Bay moment.
But what happened to his tongue?
Don't know. I just assume it just rolled right back into the anteater. He took the red pill.
Now we know what he would do in the Matrix.
It's like the sensu beans from Dragon Ball that they instantly heal you. They had a party at the kids' dorm. Just having a huge hangover.
僕もきっと良くなるよ。
竹雄君の兄さんも無事だったぞ。
仮面ライダー
Don't yell so loud!
寝てなきゃ本当よ。仮面ライダーが来た。
仮面ライダーゴロのために戦ったんだ。そして勝った。ゴロ、お前が仮面ライダーに力を与えた。本当だと思う。だから早く良くなるんだ。人々から恐れられた天狗だけは再び魔境と呼ばれることはないだろう。だが悪の組織ショッカーは今も日本を狙っているのだ。頑張れ我らが仮面ライダー。
I'm sure he will fight for all of us.
To be continued, part 35. Oh, look at this thing.
What? At least it looks better.
Toxidalian, a chameleon plant. They're crucifying someone?
At least the suit looks a lot better.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Man. Oh. I gotta scooch back here, I guess.
Yeah, maybe just do 4 episodes so that so wouldn't get in your face too.
Well, that too. Yeah, but nevertheless, I'll go this time. Pretty fun episode. I like the Antigabari, and I think it's a fun villain. Another great suit. I'm not so sure if it's as great as the Trilobite one, but it's pretty darn close.
I would say so.
The melodrama, though, of Hayato losing and just being like, oh, I gotta be like Kevin Bacon and dance it off in a warehouse. It's just, it was a little over the top, and I kind of thought, okay, get over it. And I kind of was with Tachibana. Usually I'm against Tachibana, but him slapping Hayato I thought was the perfect response in that moment. Yeah. So I don't think it in some respects, especially with Antgabari, it provided a unique level of tension that we have not yet really seen for quite a while in Kamen Rider between him and the villains he's fighting. But otherwise, the story was okay. I think this is a very slight downgrade from the last episode, but I'm still giving this one a C+.
I sort of disagree with you as far as the story of this. I think I would say since episode 2, I think this is probably the most serious kind of Kamen Rider episode that we've gotten so far. And I think it was much better story-wise, for me at least. And as far as the Anteater suit and execution is really great. I think this is probably the most damage that one of the Shocker henchmen has ever done towards anyone, and dissolving people and controlling them in the way and all that sort of stuff, and not even having to kidnap people for slavery or what have you, or forced labor. I'd say it's probably one of the best batches of episodes that we've gotten for
overall,
this for this podcast episode. So I would also give episode 31 a B+. So we're at the same line as the previous episode.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us. We will be back, I think, hopefully just doing 4 episodes of Kamen Rider moving forward, because we start talking about Pop-Tarts. When you start talking about Pop-Tarts, you know you at it. So, yeah, I think we might be going in that route. But thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had fun at least. And I know I'm getting there. And then Jason, take us out.
Yeah, so if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching us, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as smashing the like button and hit the notification bell icon so you can get any new notifications when we go live or post any new videos and all that. So you can find Daikaiju Network everywhere in one place at our Linktree URL. It's not Daikaiju Network this time. It's Go Kaiju Show. And you can find us at the following video platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and X/Twitter. And you can also find us on the following audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes right on our website, right there at DaikaijuNetwork.com.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again next week.
Yep. We'll see you guys next Sunday, and hope you have a good one. Take it easy.